children. I don't know where my other one went. Hopefully somebody does. And I've also been an MPS educator for the last 10 years. It is unfortunate that we all have to be here today in response to the layoffs of over 700 educators in Milwaukee Public Schools. What you see before you on these steps are hundreds of shoes representing those educators who will not be there for our kids this coming fall, and the shoes of students whose steps toward a solid future will be compromised. Today we are here united to put pressure on our legislators and community leaders to do what they can to put our schools on track. With the help of sponsoring organizations, there are many: Citizen Action of Wisconsin, Educators Network for Social Justice, oh, here's my other kid. The Milwaukee branch of the NAACP, the Democratic Party of Milwaukee, Voces de la Frontera, and Wisconsin Alliance for Excellent Schools. We are able to hear the voices of leaders, teachers, parents, and students. And our fight to fill these shoes is on.
Okay, my name's Kim Schrader. I teach in Milwaukee Public Schools. It's my job today to introduce our really fabulous list of speakers. First up is Wendell Harris.
But what I want to start with is just by saying that the NAACP is here and will be, has been from day one, in its effort to support a strong public education system. The NAACP, as we remember 1954, a lot of us thought maybe we were going to be able to take it easy and just go forward, educate our children. Well, I'm here and you're all here. We know that's not the true case that we face today. There is, as we speak today, a concise effort to defund public education. We as a community, as teachers, as people who support the right of our children to get the best possible education, in order for us to have a civil society, we must stand behind our teachers, our school system, and the public education system overall.
Good afternoon. I'm an MPS parent and a deeply concerned member of the community. The fiscal health of Wisconsin's schools is dire, and without significant changes to the way we fund them, this district, but not just this district, districts across the state will continue to face the kind of gut-wrenching decisions that led to these devastating layoffs. We are concerned about how deliberate school underfunding impacts our neighborhoods, hurts our communities, and undermines our city's economy. We support immediate action on Keep Our Educators Working and the Penny for Kids campaign. Both would provide temporary relief for our struggling schools, buying us time to convince our legislators to support a permanent solution. Broad reforms to the outdated, complicated, and unfair state school funding formula. We demand that Milwaukee's legislators stand for Milwaukee's families, the health of Milwaukee's schools, and the quality of education for Milwaukee's children. Thank you for your time.
I've just completed my 5th year of teaching, my 3rd year with MPS, and my 2nd year at Burbank School. Who will teach our children? How can our students have an education without its educators? This layoff will have catastrophic effects if we do not get our teachers back into our classrooms. Our children are our priority. They deserve adequate and equitable funding. We need to continue to urge our leaders to make these kids their priority as well. Please stand up for what is right. Stand up for those who have yet to learn how to stand up for themselves. Stand up for public education, and please urge our lawmakers to pass Senator Harkin's Keep Our Educators Working Act. This funding will not only make a difference in the lives of our children here in Milwaukee, but all across America. Let's not leave our children behind. Let's do what we know is right. Thank you.
On Saturday, June 12th, I attended an informational meeting for Camps for Kids. I had nominated 5 of my 5th grade students for the scholarship, and all 5 had been chosen to participate in this program for Milwaukee's disadvantaged youth. When I came home that day, I found a letter informing me that I'd be laid off from my position at Milwaukee Public School. In the 2 years that I've been with Samuel Clemens School, I've seen incredible gains made by my students and by myself. These accomplishments are as small as learning the golden rule, and as large as having a girl start the year reading at a 3rd grade reading level and finishing the year at a 6th grade reading level. layoffs, Clemens is losing 4 teachers trained in the Paideia philosophy and an EA who has an essential role in Clemens' success for over a decade. By changing the dynamics of a school, you risk its success of its students. Mine is not a unique story. There are 482 teachers who could not speak today of their accomplishments in MPS. We are passionate for teaching, and that is why we are here today. As I taught my students on the first day of school, a classroom is a family, a school is a community. I'm begging the Milwaukee community to rally with us to get emergency funding for MPS. Support Milwaukee Public Schools, support teachers, but most importantly, support our children.
Hello, and thank you for coming. When my former teacher, Mr. Schrader, told me that about 750 teachers were losing their jobs, I could not speak. Teachers, secretaries, counselors, losing their jobs. Do they know what they're doing to us as people? Like children, for one. If children lose their teachers, how can babies and toddlers move on to 5th, 6th, or higher? If teachers lose their job, how can they pay rent or taxes, have a family, or own the car? Parents, if teachers lose their jobs, where are your children going to be when you have a job of your own? This is why we are here today. So this is my last words. Don't fire our teachers.
I'm here speaking in behalf of the 715 educators who are losing their occupation as teachers. The economy is bad enough, and to add these hardworking individuals on the unemployment status is a disgrace to America. Not to mention the children of Milwaukee County who are dependent on these people to prepare them for their future endeavors. The school board of MPS decided to solve the financial problems by firing 715 teachers, but this will only cause additional problems such as classroom overcrowding and standard curriculum. The best way to solve a financial problem is to find the useless spending within the school district. For example, when Milwaukee County wanted a new ballpark, Governor Tommy Thompson increased taxes to ensure the Brewers had a new baseball diamond. So if the citizens of Wisconsin can dig into their pockets for America's favorite pastime, how much can we find for the future citizens of America?
Hello everyone, again my name is Mariana Ambo and I just recently graduated from Riverside. I've been in the Milwaukee Public School system all my life, and I was asked to express my views on the current situation that we have today. And what I wanted to explain was, it's a difference between teachers and valued teachers. A teacher shows up and gets the job done, but a valued teacher goes that extra mile. They give you the extra time and education that you need. They help you with things that a normal person might necessarily want to take the time to do. Our teachers are mentors. Our teachers become friends. Our teachers are our positive role models. What do we do when we don't have positive role models? What do we do when we don't have our mentors? Who do we look to? When we think of our teachers, do we want them to always be the positive person, or who do we turn to as students? We need to ask ourselves, does cutting our teachers help us or hurt us? Thank you.
We represent the Rescue Our Librarians Club from La Escuela Branch. We are here to tell you that we need a full-time librarian in our school and in all other schools. Here are some reasons why.
Libraries have books and books help us learn. Librarians run libraries, help us choose the right books, and buy books for our education.
We've been collecting signatures on a petition asking that the U.S. government fund librarians in all public schools across the nation. We want President Obama and Congress to pass a law to fund librarians and other teachers for art, music, and gym. Kids need those classes. We need variety in our schools. Do not lay off our teachers. Please support us kids.